Listen here, sweetheart. I don't know what ghetto you crawled out of, but on my flight, you follow my rules. Crack. Brittany Mackenzie's palm struck across Dr. Zara Washington's face with a sound that silenced the entire cabin. The tablet crashed from Zara's hands. Her reading glasses flew off, skittering under seat 13A. Gasps echoed through the plane. Brittany towered over her victim, finger jabbing downward. That's what happens when you people don't listen the first time. Scattered papers floated to the floor, executive documents marked Meridian Airlines Board Meeting Confidential. A gold badge glinted among the debris, clearly corporate-level identification. Zara touched her stinging cheek, completely calm. Her voice carried through the shocked silence. Thank you, Brittany. You just made this very simple. Have you ever been so utterly humiliated that your first instinct was revenge, but you chose something far more devastating instead? This happened exactly 10 minutes ago on Flight 447 to Atlanta. Let me tell you what led to that slap. 30 minutes earlier, Dr. Zara Washington stepped onto her own aircraft, Meridian Airlines Flight 447, dressed in faded jeans and a simple hoodie. As CEO, she conducted monthly mystery passenger evaluations, experiencing her airline through customers' eyes. Today's test would cost more than she ever imagined. Her boarding pass showed seat 2A first class, but she'd requested 14C in coach. Real-life stories like these revealed more about company culture than any executive report. Flight attendant Brittany Mackenzie approached with practiced authority. At 28, she'd worked for Meridian 3 years, building a reputation for maintaining order that supervisors praised, but passengers endured. Excuse me, your ticket says 2A, but you're sitting in 14C. Trying to upgrade yourself without paying? Zara looked up from her tablet, displaying quarterly reports she'd been reviewing. I requested this seat change. My boarding pass is right here. Honey, I've seen every scam. Brittany's voice carried across nearby rows. You people always try to game the system somehow. The businessman in 13A, Richard Hawthorne, nodded approvingly. He'd noticed Zara's appearance when she boarded torn sneakers, discount hoodie, braided hair that screamed urban. Finally, someone was keeping these people in line. Ma'am, I have my confirmation right here. Zara reached for her phone to show the seat change request. Brittany snatched the device away. Passengers like you can't afford to replace airline property when you break it. She examined Zara's clothing with obvious disdain. Those worn sneakers and that hoodie tell me everything I need to know about your situation. In row 15B, college student Keisha Williams started live streaming on TikTok. Y'all, watch this flight attendant profile this black woman. This is crazy. Her viewer count climbed 50, 85, 127. Zara remained composed. I understand there's confusion, but if you check my boarding pass... Stop lying! Brittany's voice rose sharply. I know troublemakers when I see them. You're disrupting my entire flight with this ghetto drama. The elderly woman in 16D, Margaret Foster, whispered to her husband, In my day, people knew their place. She'd watched the interaction with growing satisfaction, remembering when such scenes ended differently. But passenger Robert Carter in 12A felt uncomfortable. As a federal prosecutor, he recognized discrimination when he saw it. He quietly activated his phone's camera, capturing Brittany's escalating aggression. Keisha's live stream exploded with comments. This is racial profiling. Sue the airline. Where's the manager? Her viewer count hit 200, then 300. Brittany grabbed Zara's tablet next. Company property stays with the crew until landing. You clearly don't understand how airlines work. The device displayed Q3 Executive Summary Confidential before Brittany closed it, missing the significance entirely. She also overlooked Zara's boarding pass corner showing Diamond Elite Lifetime Status and the subtle Harvard Business School logo on her hoodie. Ma'am, I need that tablet for work. Zara's voice stayed level, professional. Work. Brittany laughed loudly. What work? Let me guess. Social media? Hair braiding? Maybe some MLM scheme? Richard Hawthorne chuckled. Several passengers turned to stare. The cabin's atmosphere grew tense as sides formed, those enjoying the spectacle, and others growing uncomfortable with the obvious bias. Zara reached for her phone to document the harassment. I have the right to— Put that phone away! Brittany screamed. You people always want to record everything instead of following simple instructions. Keisha's live stream chat erupted. This is insane! Pure racism! Record everything! Her viewers climbed past 500. The confrontation reached its breaking point when Zara tried once more to show her legitimate documentation. Brittany had moved beyond professional conduct into personal territory, her prejudices fully exposed. I told you to stop lying. Maybe this will teach you some respect. The slap came fast and hard, Brittany's palm connecting with Zara's cheek in a sharp crack that echoed through the cabin. Complete silence followed. Someone's drink hit the floor. A child started crying. Keisha's phone captured everything. Her viewer count jumped to 1,200 instantly as comments flooded the screen. Did she just hit her? Assault! Call police! That's what you get for being disrespectful. Brittany's justification rang hollow in the stunned cabin. Maybe next time you'll listen when the crew gives instructions. Zara's scattered papers included documents that would have revealed everything: executive summaries, board meeting agendas, quarterly reports marked with CEO approval signatures. Her cheap phone case actually contained 2 devices, her personal iPhone and a corporate-issued executive communicator. But Brittany saw none of it. She saw only what her prejudices allowed: a black woman in casual clothes who didn't belong in her cabin. I want everyone to remember exactly what just happened here, Zara said quietly, touching her reddening cheek. Mind your own business, Brittany snapped at Robert Carter, who'd stood up in protest. She got exactly what she deserved. But the damage was spreading beyond the cabin. Keisha's video had been shared 47 times in 3 minutes. #Meridian Airlines. Assault started trending as secondary recordings uploaded from multiple angles. The clock started ticking from that moment. Brittany McKenzie had exactly 10 minutes before her world imploded completely. She'd just assaulted her own boss, and 200 people had watched it happen live. As touching stories go, this one would end with justice. But first, it would get much worse. Timeline: 8 minutes until landing. 8 minutes until Brittany's career ends. Senior flight attendant Derek Williams rushed down the aisle, drawn by passenger murmurs and the unmistakable tension radiating from row 14. At 42, he'd seen every type of in-flight incident during his 15 years with Meridian, but the eerie silence told him this was different. What's happening here? Derek's trained eyes swept the scene-scattered papers, a red handprint on Zara's cheek, multiple phones pointed in their direction like weapons. Brittany straightened defensively, her confidence returning with backup present. This passenger was being disruptive and threatening crew safety. I had to maintain order and protect other passengers. Threatening? Robert Carter stood up, his prosecutor instincts fully engaged. She hit a passenger, Derek. I saw the whole thing. This woman never raised her voice or made any aggressive moves. Derek studied Zara's face, noting the visible mark, her unnaturally calm demeanor, the way she was methodically organizing papers as if this was a business meeting. Something felt off about the entire situation. Brittany, did you physically strike a passenger? She was reaching for her phone after I explicitly told her not to. She was being aggressive and non-compliant. I had to stop her before she escalated the situation further. You know how these people can get. Keisha's live stream had exploded to 15,000 viewers. Her TikTok comments moved too fast to read. "Fire her now! Lawsuit incoming! This is assault! Racism caught on camera!" She'd started a second stream on Instagram, capturing different angles as more passengers joined the recording. The social media wildfire was spreading beyond the plane. Marcus Thompson in 18C posted to Twitter, "Just witnessed assault on At Meridian Air Flight. Flight attendant slapped black passenger for no reason." Within minutes, it had 200 retweets and climbing. In first class, purser Janet Morrison received an emergency call from ground control. Her face paled as she listened to the report. "Flight 447, we're getting multiple reports of a serious passenger incident. Please confirm your current status immediately." Janet grabbed the intercom, unaware of the full severity. "Minor delay in cabin service due to passenger compliance issues. Stand by for updates." But passengers throughout the plane were uploading videos faster than the crew could contain. The incident was escaping their control in real time. Sarah Kim in 20D live-streamed on Facebook. "Discrimination and assault happening right now on Meridian Airlines." Her co-workers were already sharing the video. The businessman Richard Hawthorne sensed the shifting mood around him. His earlier approval of Brittany's actions was becoming a serious liability as cameras turned toward anyone who'd supported the discrimination. He ducked lower in his seat, suddenly fascinated by his Sky Mall magazine. Margaret Foster whispered nervously to her husband, "Maybe we should stay out of this, Harold. This is getting too big." Derek tried his